Jacobson comes away with it. Over to Lawrence. Kick over to Mast. Sanford pump fake, jump shot. Rims out.
Yeah, really good patience by Berke there, playing off 2 feet.
Dybantsa back, the Lawrence on the rebound. Tipped away by Dybantsa. He's going to take it back the other way. Nice speed back over to right. Falling out of bounds and saves it to Dybantsa. Kick out. BYU switch.
Yeah, I know Coach Heuberger is happy to have Rink back in the lineup.
Dybantsa no good. Berke with the rebound.
Yeah, good shot by Dybantsa, getting to his spot, just unable to get the little pull up to fall.
Jacobson swings it over to Sanford for 3. No good, but he doesn't miss often or hasn't missed often in practice.
Yeah.
They're going to call a foul inside on Jacobson.
Offense for BYU.
Kada guarding Rink, tough out here on the key, top of the key. Lawrence, floater, no good. Battle inside for the.
Again, it's just such a hard position to guard as a 5 when traditionally you're asked to kind of defend the rim in the paint. Group will be a little bit better shooting group than a year ago. But also you lost Juwan Gary and Bryce Williams, 2 terrific seniors that they're going to have to find a way to replace.
Dybantsa to the rim, throws it down. The corner, no good. Dybantsa again to the rim, and 1.
There you see Dybantsa's ability to play with the ball in his hands. Just, got the rebound, out in transition. I think one of the teaching points for Nebraska is going to have to get bodies, back into the lane in transition, get people in front of Dybantsa to try to make him a passer. Just tremendous talent. Already, 6 points, 3 rebounds, a steal.
So we'll look to convert here on the 3-point play. And gets the rim.
Davis was a 10, 11-point scorer a year ago at Southern Illinois. Just another versatile guard.
Careless with the basketball there for the Huskers. And foul call on Sam Hoiberg.
Momentum is building at BYU, and for Coach Hoiberg, I thought the finish last year was great. They got a lot of new pieces that I think can help them have success in the Big Ten. It would be great to string a third 20-win season, together and continue to build that momentum he's built, up to year 7.
Dybantsa draws the foul. He'll head back to the free throw line for 2. We have BYU preseason top 10 ranking for the first time in program history.
And you can see why. Just some returning talent, but also, I think Dybantsa gives you a chance with that level of #1 high school recruit, potential lottery pick. You can see the imprint he's had in this game already. Just a tremendous talent that's going to help everyone else on the roster be better, just because the teams are going to have to really focus and figure out a way to defend him. Already
9 points.
9 points, with half the first half remaining.
Sejan in the corner, out to Blue. There's Mast. To Frager. The Sejan for 3. Too strong. Out of the timeout.
And those are important lessons too. It's you want to give everybody on your roster an opportunity to play, get some film, and and teach from that.
Davis for 3. Lawrence over to Mast, knocked away. BYU back the other way. Dybantsa draws another foul. This one on Jacobson. 2 fouls for Kel Jacobson.
Yeah, Kennard Davis did a great job of rotating over, getting that steal from
Crowd
Mast.
doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of ball there. But you see just Dybantsa's length and pace of taking the ball from the defensive end and getting out in transition offense. It's going to be something that teams are going to have to adjust for and really load to the basketball and try to make him a passer, which he's willing to do, which is going to open up a lot of shots in the corners for BYU this season.
He's into double figures, 10 points, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's done a good job of getting himself to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's a great skill too. Players that can draw fouls.
He can do as well. He doesn't just shoot threes. He's a great passer.
Well, he posted and got a basket about at the 10-minute mark, and now they send a double team, and he's such a great passer. He gets a teammate a three. To your point, just impacts the game in so many areas.
Hoiberg finds himself alone and Blue to Lawrence. Long rebound, Blue. Sanford knocks it down. His first three.
Again, another offensive rebound, creates an extra possession. You called it. Sanford got 2 free throws to fall and took that shot in rhythm with confidence.
Dybantsa. Hoiberg out to Sanford. Sanford into the lane, kick out to Lawrence. Mass falls down in the lane. Blue for 3. Off the mark, out of bounds. BYU basketball.
Yeah, BYU made a nice adjustment there. They actually switched the ball screen with Mass, which created kind of a mismatch. So Nebraska moved Mass into the post, just not able to really take advantage of that matchup. Good possession by BYU. Good adjustment by Coach Young. Now, Coach Hoiberg will probably, look at that adjustment and figure out the best spot to put Mass in for their offense.
Dybantsa working on Sanford. There's a double team. Kick out to Wright. Wright in the paint. Kick out to Dybantsa. 3. Oh, rims out.
A good aggressive drive by Frager. Just not able to get the finish to fall.
Dybantsa called for the travel, trying to kick it back out to Saunders.
Yeah, both teams have done a pretty good job taking care of the basketball. That's 5 turnovers now for BYU, 5 for Nebraska. I think both coaches would want to stay under that, that 12 range for team turnovers for a game.
Lawrence inside to Mast. Mast working on Dybantsa. Turnaround, too strong. Rebound BYU. Here comes Wright. Kick out to Dybantsa for 3. He knocks. 48-46 BYU. Inside to Frager. Under a minute. BYU up 4. Inside to Mast. And more transition.
Go up by more than 2 possessions here with the basket.
Dybantsa here, 5 left to play, 4, 3, turnaround jumper. No good. Davis with the bucket back on the other end. Jacobson inside, kick out, Sanford. Nice take and finish for Bryce Sanford.
Yeah, good job by Jacobson. Just that paint touch play off 2 feet. And then Sanford again, scouting reputation has him as a really good open 3-point shooter. Shot fake's one of the best moves that you can do. Lifts his defender, gets to the basket with a tough finish.
Dybantsa inside. Off the Lawrence over to Jacobson. Sanford for 3.
But normally when a guard drives it to the rim, you have to play through a second line of defense with a rim protector. But when your bigs, like Mast and even Berke can step out and shoot it, you just open the floor. You have to be able to go out and guard them, which then allows your guards.
Kostic responds on the other end.
A nice answer by BYU there to keep it at 6.
Esijan, back-to-back for Connor. 7 from 3-point. Inside to Saunders. Reverse layup is good.
Driver and a creator.
Braden Fragers and Hoiberg in for Nebraska. Side to Jacobson.
Physical group. Season kind of held on the block out there. And Nebraska's, for the first time really don't have Lawrence in as your primary ball handler.
Dybantsa over Sejan. There's a offensive rebound.
Again, just Nebraska getting a little out physical on the backboard with this lineup.
Dybantsa inside. 10 on the shot clock. Dybantsa here, 4-3, inside the lane, inside to Boop. Good play.
Lincer to do a lot of different things on the defensive end with teams that ball screen. I think he's improved as an offensive player. Last year, coming off of that ankle sprain, never really got himself back into rhythm offensively, and I think you'll see more out of him this year.
Boop with a strong board and puts it back up. 8-point lead.
But he's made a couple defensive plays in this game that just, shows you his ability against, really talented A.J. Dybantsa.
Hoiberg kick out to Sejan on the drive. Nice bounce pass to Buyutacel and one. Frager on Dybantsa. Knocked away by Hoiberg. Loose ball, 7 for 7. What a return for Ringbass back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Up to 19-5 triples.
Nebraska back up to a 9-point lead.
87-76, under 5 to play. Dybantsa.
And Jacobson back on the floor. Hoiberg, Coach Lawrence, a couple of your better defenders. Berkay now at the 5.
Dybantsa draws another foul. He'll head back to the free throw line. Although his first free throws here coming up for the second half. He's 5 for 5 in the first half, so his first trip.
Yeah, I think that first half, really found offense. Scored for himself, transition threes. He'd been a little bit more of a facilitator in this half. Not passive, but just really good passer. Found his teammates for some baskets. I think late in the game, you'll see him, try to take over, maybe, go make the play that BYU needs him to make to either finish games or in this situation, try to get them back into the game. There you see his ability to get to the foul line. Execution, just not able to knock it down.
Dybantsa, too strong on that one. Mass pulls down the rebound up to Sejan. Marcus Lawrence gonna get it all set.
Sorry, Jessica, pretty good defense by Hoiberg there. Just kind of stayed in front, walled up. Dybantsa still was able to get a really good look at the rim, just couldn't get it to drop.
Lawrence on the take. Dybantsa with the rebound. Goes coast to coast and one. 29 for Dybantsa. Head to the free throw line, try to make it a 3-point play. 88-84. 2:23 left in the second.
Yeah, just got exactly what I kind of described. Dybantsa's really taken over the game here late. BYU gets a couple stops. It's going to be a one-possession game after this free throw.
8